I've been retired for 12 years. I fish, I drink cheap whiskey, I try not to think about the job. But every November, around Thanksgiving, I get the itch to go back to that house on Elm Street and burn it to the ground. Case number 99-405. The Miller Family Disappearance. You won't find it on Wikipedia. The city council scrubbed it. Bad for property values, they said. It was November 25th, 1999. The Millers were your classic American dream. Father, mother, 2 kids, and a golden retriever named Buster. We got the call at 7:15 p.m. The neighbors reported a flash, not a fire, just a blinding white light coming from the Millers' dining room window, followed by a sound like a vacuum sealing shut. I was the first on the scene. The street was quiet. Snow was falling. The house looked cozy, warm yellow light in the windows. I knocked. No answer. I tried the door. Unlocked. I drew my weapon and stepped in. You know what the creepiest thing in police work is? It ain't blood. It ain't bodies. It's silence where there should be life. The house smelled amazing. Roasted turkey, sage stuffing, pumpkin pie. I walked into the dining room. Table was set perfectly. 4 plates, wine glasses full, napkins folded, and the food was steaming. I swear to you, the gravy was still hot, but the chairs were empty. No signs of struggle, no overturned furniture, no blood, just empty. I cleared the rest of the house. Upstairs, pristine, beds made. But then I noticed the mirrors. Every single mirror in that house, bathroom, bedroom, hallway, was covered. They used bed sheets, pillowcases, towels, and they were taped shut with duct tape from the inside. Whatever they were afraid of, they thought it was coming from the reflection. And then I found the dog. Buster. Poor thing. He was in the basement, huddled in the corner behind the furnace. He wasn't barking. He was shivering so hard his teeth were chattering, and he was staring at the wall, just staring at the concrete blocks. He wouldn't let me touch him. He acted like I wasn't even there. I went back to the dining room. I needed to secure the scene. That's when I saw it. In the corner of the room on a tripod, a Sony Handycam. The red light was off, but the tape was still inside. I shouldn't have watched it alone. I should have waited for forensics. But I had a feeling, a bad feeling in my gut. I hit play. The footage showed the dinner, about 20 minutes before I arrived. The family's sitting there. David, the dad, is carving the turkey. The mom, Sarah, is laughing. The kids are arguing about who gets the drumstick. Normal, boring, happy. Then, at timestamp 7:12 p.m., they all stop. At the exact same second, they stop chewing. They stop talking. They put their forks down, and they all look at the mirror on the wall. The big antique mirror above the sideboard. The only one they hadn't covered yet. They aren't scared. That's the worst part. They look blank. David stands up. He walks to the mirror. He doesn't see his reflection. The camera zooms in. Autofocus trying to catch up. The reflection in the glass isn't the dining room. It's a hallway, a long gray hallway that stretches on forever. And standing in that hallway is a tall, thin shape. David turns to his family. He smiles, but it's not his smile anymore. It's too wide, too many teeth. He says, "It's time to go home now." And one by one, they climb onto the sideboard, and they step through the glass. They didn't break it. The surface rippled like water. First the kids, then Sarah, then David. Before David steps through, he looks right at the camera lens. Right at me, watching this tape an hour later. He puts a finger to his lips. Shh. Then he steps through. The glass solidifies, the tape cuts to static. The tape disappeared from the evidence locker 2 days later. The feds came in, took everything, said it was a witness protection matter. Witness protection? For a family that walked into a mirror? I quit the force a month later. Sometimes when I'm shaving, I catch movement in the corner of my eye in the mirror, and I don't look. I never look directly at it. I just finish shaving, and I get the hell out of the bathroom. You want my advice? If you ever feel like you're being watched, don't check the mirror, just run.